Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cradden, and with me is Ruben, also known as Trololo. How are you doing?
Also, I'm good,
Yo.
thanks. How are you, Cradden?
Doing well. I'm in quarantine edition. I'm bored of not really being outside, so this is about the fanciest clothes I'll ever wear while indoors on my computer. And yeah, I like the pimp gown, as you referred to it.
Thank you. It's what I never wear when I get out of a bath because I never have a bath. So I'm a shower man.
For anyone watching, feel free to imagine Ruben not in a gown, so have fun with that one. Anyway, this is This or That. I think it was a nice LCS game they played in North America, and we're going to do it with equally LCS North American quality now.
Oh yeah. All right, let's go to the next one, Trigger.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so what is more likely to happen? Let's go for it. What are the options, Ruben?
Corona kills us all, or Endeavor finishes his ranked games. I'll start this one up. I think Endeavor is going to finish his ranked games before Corona kills us all, because he's going to want to play eventually. He's going to get bored. The e-girls, they're just not going to be enough for him anymore, and he's going to need some e-boys in his life. And how does he do that? Win in VL.
Yeah, I've got another angle on that one. I'm going with Endeavor as well, because I think that because he's not currently in a roster, he'll need to show off his big plays. And how can Endeavor make big plays? That's right, by tanking his MMR, by playing lots of ranked games with like Disco Nunu, dropping to Bronze 12 or whatever it is, and then playing the one game on his best champion, which is probably Leona or something. Leona doesn't have mechanics. And then posting a highlight clip. So Corona is deadly. We'll get through it together. Endeavor will get through his 70. It will take a while, but it will be first.
Yeah. All right. Let's go next.
Go next.
All right. What is more common? A new team in VL gets banned, or Drigger spouts 300-page essay on life advice.
I'm loving the Drigger outfit there, although you've got to look at the pixels on the fringe there. That's almost like Will Smith hair level. But yeah,
I'm a bit torn on this one. You go first, Gradham.
Yeah, like Drigger, I think it's sort of difference between normal like daylight hours Drigger and then 3 a.m. Drigger, who'll just say something completely out of the blue. He'll post like paragraphs in general chat, and it'll be really esoteric. It might be relationship wise, it might be philosophical. I don't think he gets to 300 pages. It's just ramblings. It's like 2 lines at a time, and then he comes back like 5 minutes later, 2 hours later. Who knows? He doesn't do 300-page essays. That's a Dunzo manifesto.
All right. I'm gonna go on the opposite side of this. A new team can only get banned in VL so many times a split. Drigger, every single day there's the possibility that he just floods general chat with absolute nonsense.
I wonder if it's cumulative. Like, if you add up all the life advice, does it get to 300 pages?
Probably. I mean, it depends. There are 2 states to this. You either interact with Drigger and it gets to 300 pages very quickly, or you ignore him and it only gets to 200 pages. So if it's cumulative, it's definitely going to be 300 pages on a weekly basis, I'd say. Especially when the pub's open as well.
Yeah, that's going to be huge. That's going to be the big turning point. As for the other one, I like the Joycey Thanos thing. Like,
I'm a big fan of that image.
Yeah, like the bolder Joycey goes, and you just need some purple face paint. Like, are those actually the admins in different coloured faces as well? Like,
oh my god, I didn't even know.
Those Infinity Gems are the admins. Wow, Drigger's been hard at work. Kali's the Time Stone, probably because he's about 3 years old. So, yeah, Joycey's gonna be Thanos. I think we might see 1 or 2 teams banned, maybe just a few players banned. But normally, when there's a Smurf involved, it goes all harboring and conniving and in cahoots.
Yeah, I don't know. Out of all the new players I've seen, nobody like looks any good. So I can't imagine anyone's going to get banned this split, to be honest. But if they do, I'll be extremely shocked.
I think
if someone's Silver 2 smurfing from Gold 4, then yeah, maybe I can believe it. But aside from that, I don't know.
It's just part of the beauty of a new VL split. We see who wins, who does well, and then we see who gets smurfed and what the drama is in chat. So yeah, I think we're even on that one.
Yeah, right. Ready to flip across. What feels worse in VL, waste in Ignite or waste in Teleport?
Ooh.
Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I never go Ignite because I'm a little pussy, right? I play control mages. I'm teleporting to get back to lane. And the worst thing is like, you're like, okay, I'll sacrifice a mid wave, I'll TP bot lane, and then you die. And it's like, well, I've not only given their bot lane an advantage, but I'm just doomed now. Whereas if I just ignite someone, I can at least say it's extended BM if it doesn't work.
Yeah, like advanced dubstep.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, I don't even need this ignite to kill you. But if I waste TP, they're just like, dude, this guy's just an idiot. What is he doing with his life?
Well, I'm the other way around. I don't take teleport. I only play support, and ignite is basically the fourth ability in my combo for whoever I'm playing at the time. As for just on the face of things, ignite, you've got that bit of BM aspect. You can walk away and ignite them on full health. Whereas with a teleport, I'm pretty sure DCAM focuses on you on the stream. You'll be very obviously either teleporting into no one or teleporting right into 4 enemy champions who are just like, 300 gold coming right up. That's way more embarrassing. I'm going with the teleport.
Yeah. Glad we're in agreement on that, right? On to the next one. What is harder, smurfing in VL or getting all answers right on anime category in pub quiz?
It's difficult to say, isn't it? Because as an anime weeaboo otaku-chan myself, no, I couldn't even finish that properly. Yeah, I got maybe 2 anime questions, whereas Brandon and Charmander were in my call just firing off the anime knowledge right at me. Like, I had no chance. It begs the question, doesn't it? How many Smurfs do we not know about yet?
True. There's definitely one in this call that hasn't been banned yet.
Yeah, cheers, Trigger.
So, I think that the answers on the anime pub quiz would be easy if I kept up to date with my anime, but as I've not watched it in years, it was quite difficult. But I also think Smurfing and VL is pretty easy as well, so long as you haven't played there before. But the thing is, I think with Smurfing and VL, it is so hard because you have to hide playing well, and if you're hiding playing well and you're just like not if you play like a silver player in VL games, then what even differentiates you? You know what I mean? So you but I guess you could just get to finals and then just go 30-0.
Yeah, just
on some like random champ, and I'll just like, oh, it's just a lucky game, guys. Look at all these times where I went 2-5.
Just listen for all those people being personally attacked out there.
But yeah, I definitely think it's harder to play like shit on purpose. So I'd have to go with watching anime, being naked all day, watching some anime, and then being like, hey guys, I was useful for once. I answered some questions in a pub quiz. I think that's... Oh wait, that's easier. Yeah, so harder is Smurfing and VL. I forgot what the question was.
Yeah, guess what we'll be doing in 20 minutes. So yeah, Smurfing in VL, like it's quite easy to do, theoretically and conceptually, because they play on 2 different game days. So all you need to do is have one player in the junior team of an org and one account in the senior team of an org, and just alternate and make sure you just don't promote. So stay 2 groups apart on different game days. So that might be how you do things. And then stay in one Discord so no one can catch you. You'd have a separate channel for game. It's nothing I can teach anyone about.
Or if you're Endeavor, if you all those ARAM e-girls, get them to play your ranked games for you. So there's 2 birds with 1 stone. You don't promote too high, so your point value's low, and you get your ranked games done, and you don't even have to play any of the games. Think about it.
And you get your e-girls as well, like.
Yeah, well, he's collecting them so they can do ranked games for him.
Yeah,
I know his plan. All right, let's move on to the next one, I think.
Let's go.
Which Dragon Soul would you give up? Ocean or Infernal?
I don't notice the dragon effects too much, but when it comes to the late game and you get the soul, it's the pinnacle of the game. You've got 4 dragons. The one that's more impactful is the Infernal one, I would say, in a given moment. Ocean is great for extended sieges, but that's all sort of tactical. That's all sort of macro game. We don't care. Infernal's the one that makes you dab when you hit someone with an Ezreal Q. So I'm going to give up Ocean on this one. Easy call.
Which would you give up? Like, this is which one you'd give to the enemy, though, right?
Ooh.
Would I rather my enemy have Infernal or Ocean? Because I think Infernal, like they've got a ton of AD, but that doesn't stop me from one tapping them with Vigar. But Ocean, right? Say they land something to me. All right, say they've got like Dr. Mundo. That boy ain't going down. You could have 5 veins on your team. That boy's just tanking it. I would hate to give up an Ocean Soul to the enemy team. But I'd also hate to give up Infernal Soul. So I'd just blame Jungle Diff, to be honest, if there was a third option here.
Yeah,
But I would probably rather give up Infernal than Ocean.
I guess by the same logic, the third option is it doesn't matter, just one tap them on Vigar.
True. All right, on to the next one we go. All right, who would win without their star player? Trigger, I can't believe. All right, Plague without Lordio or Centurion without Branch? Well, I pretty much played finals without Lordio and all games I've ever played. So I would personally go with Plague without Lordio. And I think CNC might have a better chance if Wellesley had someone who was playing in the lane with him instead of someone who was in the river putting some wards down all the time, 5 levels down.
It's a really interesting one because I want to hark back to what Charmander said during the really influential power ranking stream that's the baseline for all of VL content. Bramsh is a 9 for doing well, but he can be a 4 when he ints without his team. So he can be a bit coin flip. Taking that away, you've still got Kiz, it doesn't matter. So CNT are going to be coin flip as hell. Plague without Lordio. I hate to say it, but you've got Ruben who can carry the heck out of a game. You've got Last in there as well. And when the weakest player on a team is merged, that's a strong team. I'm going to go for Plague. I don't actually remember what happened in regular season last time. Maybe someone can enlighten me. But I think that's the stronger team on paper.
All right. I won't comment on how we got smashed by CNT every single game except finals. I think I'll just move on to the next slide and erase that from my memory. All right, what's going to happen in Div 1? The old guard stands ground. Is it going to be the same teams we see again, or is it going to be these clowns with terrible logos?
Yep, it's not the second one. Yeah. It's obviously Trololu is part of Plague, and he's part of the left-hand old guard of teams. I'm part of NSK, on maybe the figurehead of the new teams taking over after definitely getting promoted and not sort of stealing the spot with WSL going boom. Yeah, I can't see us beating one of the teams on the left, let alone 3. So let's. I don't see that happening.
I haven't. I've only played against one of the new teams, as far as I remember. Actually, I don't know. I think we played against Horizon twice, actually, but we just ran it down. I'm pretty sure every time we've scrimmed, we've just thought, okay, let's just run it down, and that's what we did. But I think if we start trying, so guys, if you've beaten us, it's not that we're terrible now. We just weren't trying. Please believe us. We're not gonna int when the regular season starts. That's when we're gonna.
Sandbag in regular season, win in finals. That's going to be how it works.
And sandbag and scrim, so everyone. It's like hustling, you know. Make them think, oh, these guys are so bad. What the hell? How did these guys win? And then you actually play real champions. So.
Worked in off-season tournament as well.
True.
So yeah.
True.
Looking at the teams on the board as well. Like you've got a couple of good talents. Taking NSK out of the equation, you've got players like Cliff, Lycaon on Horizon. You've got potential good talent on Whiffs and Vulpine. At the moment, it's very hard to see any of those teams beating the established old guard. Maybe one freak win might happen, but when you've got best of 3s, when you've got the entire regular season to consider, I can't see that happening. It's going to be one of those 3 teams on the left that takes regular season top spot.
The only chance for the new teams to win is if Swedish Pagans were in Div 1. Because they've got so many 5-star players on that roster.
So we just need Joyce's Thanos Gauntlet to smash out a few teams, get the Pagans in, and then bye Plague season 2.
Exactly. All right, glad we're somewhat in agreement with that. Let's move on to the next one. The better Riot game, Valorant or Legends of Runeterra? What do you think, Credon?
I think I haven't played either of those and don't really give much of one about either of those to take all hype away from what I think is our last question. Yeah, Valorant, I like what they did with the keys, but the way I see it, it's basically Overwatch with League of Legends style abilities, and it's not the kind of game that drags me in. Whereas Legends of Runeterra is basically like Hearthstone with League of Legends related abilities, and that's not really the sort of game that drags me in. So I'm very whelmed on this question. I think when it comes to better game, Valorant's still in alpha. Legends of Runeterra, it had a bit more development put into it, and I think I've seen more people hyped over the gameplay rather than the release over Runeterra.
Yeah. Valorant for me, I have not been fortunate enough to play this legendary first-person shooter, and I don't think I ever will because I hate FPS games. All I know about it is that Shay also hasn't got a key, which she keeps crying about, but she also keeps crying about how unbalanced the game is every time she watches it. Legends of Runeterra, it's a card game, so I also hate that. And it's kind of like I had this Yu-Gi-Oh game on Game Boy, and like every second, if you had a trap card, it'd be like, "Do you want to use reinforcements? Do you want to use it?" Every 3 frames, it would constantly ask you. And that's what Legends of Runeterra feels like.
Stay behind your minion.
Hey, he's played a card. You want to do something? Like, no, dude, I have 1 mana. Stop letting him know I have a card that I can play. So I'd say Valorant's a better game because it's not the most annoying piece of garbage I've ever played.
Yeah, the real question is Hearthstone or Overwatch, and I'm going to go with Hearthstone on that one. That was the real question.
I'd go with Overwatch, because Overwatch has got some cool characters. Whereas Hearthstone, what's that got? What, a load of rip-offs from Blizzard games? Disgraceful.
Yeah, Blizzard and rip-offs. We can't comment on those. Heroes of the Storm, by the way.
Exactly. Is that the last one? Or
I think that's in fact the last one, so we're done. Yeah, thank you for watching This or That. It's been me, Cradden, and him, Trololo, and we've been here with Drigger. Cheers for watching, guys.